My name is Erica Correa, and today I'm going to be making this video to help all of you guys that are thinking about applying for dental school this next cycle. The application process is very lengthy and could be intimidating, so I'm going to walk you through my application and give you some tips on what they are looking for. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the prereqs and a little bit about supplemental applications and some tips. This is what the homepage looks like, and right here I noticed that it says the AADSAS 2018 to 2019 application cycle will open on May 2nd, 2018. This isn't how it was for me. I had to start my application on June 1st, but I'm assuming maybe it's changing and it might let you start an application on May 2nd, and maybe you just won't be able to submit it until June 1st. After we've logged on to our application, this is what it will look like. The 4 sections are personal information, academic history, supporting information, and program materials. So we're going to do personal information first. This is what it looks like. These are things that you can fill out pretty quickly because it's just information about you and your parents. So I want to talk a little about environmental factors. So here it's going to ask you a question. It's going to say, do you wish to be considered a disadvantaged applicant? If this applies to you and you select yes, then it's going to ask you another question, and the question says, provide any information about your background that can help clarify your disadvantaged student status. So here it gives you an opportunity to pretty much write another personal statement about that, about your background. And the character count for that is 4,500 characters, which is the same character count for your personal statement, 4,500. Okay, so then I also want to talk a little about other information in this section. It's going to ask you a question. It's going to say, describe any activities requiring manual dexterity. So that's where you would write about your manual dexterity, of course. And the character count for that paragraph is 600. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the application. So now supporting information. Evaluation. So this is where all your letters of recommendations will be. You can only have a maximum of 4 letters. 2 of them have to be from a professor, and 1 of them has to be from a dentist, I believe. Experiences. This part is very, very important. Okay, I'm going to show you how you would put in an experience and what they're looking for. So if you pause the video, you can read through this. So I'm going to click, and then it says what type of experience you'd want to add. These are the types. So academic enrichment. So for example, if you've attended UCSF Impressions Conference, that's something that you'd put as academic enrichment. Dental shadowing. You of course need shadowing hours to apply to dental school, so you would put that here. Employment, all the jobs you've had. Extracurricular activities. Research, if you've done undergraduate research or any research internships. And volunteer. You want to have a lot of volunteer experiences. Okay, so then you'd put the organization, your supervisors, from when to when, and a little bit of detail. So for each experience, you have to write a little description of your responsibilities, and the character count for that is 600. Then the next section is achievements. This is what the achievements section looks like. You would select the type, the different types are awards, honors, and scholarships, and then you would put a brief description. Okay, then the next section is licenses, and then the last one is personal statement. Your personal statement should be done before applying on June 1st, so then you can just copy and paste, and the character count for the personal statement is 4,500. Now we're going to move on to the academic history portion. So this is where you'll be entering your high schools, colleges, all of your test scores. Standardized tests is where you would put your DATs. It doesn't ask you to put your SATs or ACTs from high school. But the transcript entry portion, this part takes the longest because you have to manually enter every course number and course name and the grade you received. If you're applying early June and you haven't received your spring quarter grades, it's okay. Just put the course title and the course number, and then you'll come back to the transcript entry portion afterwards and edit it, and then you'll enter your grades in afterwards. Last but not least is the program material section. So this is where you would select each school that you want to apply to. Two, if you're not sure which schools to apply for, you can purchase the AADSAS Official Guide to Dental School book. I think the book costs around $50 and you can purchase it online. I personally didn't purchase the book because I was trying to save money, so I borrowed the book from a friend and just studied it for about 1 or 2 days and wrote down all the stats and the cost and the amount of California students that the school accepts on an Excel sheet. But generally, schools require a year of English, a year of math, a year of biology, and a year of Gen Chem, a year of OChem, and a year of physics with lab. Some schools require different things. For example, Michigan requires a quarter of sociology. UCSF requires a year of either foreign language or social sciences or humanities and a quarter of psychology. I'm going to show you one school, for example. So this is where you would select all your schools. I'm going to show you UCSF, for example. It tells you a little bit about the school, their averages, and it gives you a link to their website. But up here, prerequisites, here you would enter in all your grades and courses that correspond to their prerequisites. So this could take a while as well. And then here, questions. Some schools, for example, UCSF, has their supplemental questions on the same AADSAS page. So that means that you have to finish your supplemental questions before submitting your AADSAS application for UCSF, for example. For me, I wanted to submit it the first week because I had everything ready, but I had no idea that I had to finish all the supplemental questions for all the schools I wanted to apply to. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So that delayed my application a little bit. And also, even though this supplemental application is on AADSAS, most schools, well actually every school is going to ask you to submit an application fee. So even though you're paying for AADSAS, you still have to pay the school you're applying to another fee. So for example, this one is $75. So tip number one, if you haven't already done so, join Student Doctor Network. That website, SDN, helped me a lot through my application cycle because if you have any questions, you just type them on there and another student who's in the same boat as you can be there to help you out. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it was really informative and I hope you guys learned a lot. I'm planning on making more videos. My next one is hopefully going to be about military scholarships and supplemental fee waivers. If you like this video content, please like and subscribe below. I'm new to YouTube, but I'm here to help free dental students. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.